Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Doctor Who. Last time on Doctor Who, we had The Girl in the Fireplace. We went back to 18th century France, and, well, okay, we went to about the year 5000-ish, and found a ship that had multiple time holes, basically, where you could just walk through it and you're in a different part of 18th century France, which was really cool, and we kind of got to see the Doctor interact with Renette, also known as Madame de Pompadour, throughout her life, and yeah, it was pretty great. I kind of called it my my favorite episode of this series. We'll see if that holds up. It was only episode 4, so who knows? And yeah, that was pretty much it. It was just a really, really great episode. Yeah. So, I'm going to go ahead and give my whole spoiler spiel. No spoilers for any future episodes of New Who, as the hip Doctor Who fans call it. Yeah, in the comments, let's focus on the episode at hand, and previous episodes, no discussion about future episodes, because this is my first time watching Doctor Who, and I don't want to be spoiled. In terms of classic Doctor Who, which would mean prior to the Ninth Doctor, which is where this reaction series started, you can reference stuff and you can kind of talk about it, but I don't want too big of spoilers. Like, you can just say some sort of stuff. Like, a lot of you guys said that last episode, last episode I kept saying, like, when did, why does the Doctor, know the mind meld? Was that in Classic Who? And you guys said, well, no, he never did a specific mind meld where he touches a person's face, like in Star Trek, but he does have telepathic abilities. But that was kind of as far as the discussions went, just being like, no, well, he's had telepathic abilities, but he's not really good at it in Classic Who and stuff, so that's totally fine. I just don't want, like, in-depth spoilers, so that's pretty much it. Let's get right to this episode of Doctor Who. Here we go.
Bear in mind, the brain has been welded to the exoskeleton.
Skin of metal.
Sounds painful. Boy, these two look like fun villains.
I'm sorry, sir, but it's my duty. I shall have to inform them.
Alright, he's gonna
And
die
how
then.
will you do that from beyond the grave?
Oh my gosh.
I don't quite understand.
God, there's so much ham.
Kill him.
Oh my god.
Set sail for Great Britain.
Why are you going to Great Britain, man?
Because you told me to. When was that? About half an hour ago.
20? 29?
29.
You just forgot me.
Such a dick. Oh, jeez. Maybe you should have held that longer. Good grief. What the heck was that? Yeesh.
She's dead.
Dead? The TARDIS can't be dead.
The lost dimension.
Otherwise known as London.
So they still landed in London.
England, Earth. Your city. That's the one. Just as we left it. Bang on. And that includes the Zeppelins?
The Zeppelins. Where are there
What the
Zeppelins?
hell? It's parallel, right? Am I right? Like a parallel Earth where they got Zeppelins. Am I right? I'm right, aren't I? Must be.
Different world.
A parallel world where parallel world and my dad's still alive.
Her dad?
Don't look at it, Rose.
It's a success. He's always planning these daft little schemes, health food drinks and stuff. Everyone's
So they're in an alternate timeline,
He did
maybe?
it.
Rose, if you ever trust his own daughter who is someone else, but not you, you can't see him, not ever.
Yeah, he might be a little paranoid after the whole Father's Day thing. Pete 1? Is this like that episode of Fairly Odd Parents where Timmy's dad was the most powerful man in the world or something? Happy 40th birthday. That's the correct age, isn't it?
What's wrong with that?
Rose, come to Mummy. Come on. There you are, my darling.
Oh. They don't have a daughter.
Mr. Loomy.
President of Great Britain can make this meeting, then so can you.
It should be a prime minister.
5 o'clock, Mr. Tyler.
Interesting change.
Famous day.
Back her up.
Freaking Michael Caine looking dude.
Just get this thing done.
Did that help?
Yes.
Did that hurt?
Yes.
Maybe Mickey can figure it out. He's an engineer. Be like Jax on Legends of Tomorrow. So many Zeppelins. Do you need that many? When did she get a new phone?
But we don't have anything.
There's me.
That's just crap he can do? Is there...
I just gave away 10 years of my life.
Can I get like a full list on the
Well, every
Doctor's
second.
powers? Rose, come on.
They got a house and cars and everything they want.
It's a wonderful life, isn't it?
24 hours, yeah?
Where are you going?
Well, I can do what I want.
I've got the address and everything.
Stay where you are, both of you.
Come on, guys.
Come back here right now.
Just want to see.
No choice, is there? You can only chase after one of us. It's never going to be me, is it?
I mean, she's probably gonna do more damage than Mickey.
If I haven't found something better.
What, is he gonna stay here? I don't know, man. The two of them. Ooh. I am fully on board with the Doctor now.
You lot, you're obsessed. You do anything for the latest upgrade.
Right. Not my lot. Different world, remember?
Not so far off your world. This place is only parallel. Oh, look at that.
That's funny. We're not there
Cyber
yet,
Industries.
Doctor.
Owners of just about every company. Oh, okay, I'll give up. Let's go and see him.
Now he's curious. Alright, Mickey, what stupid thing are you doing?
I know my own grandson's name. It's Ricky.
Ha!
Now come here.
That's funny.
Of course I am, Ricky. That's me.
He has finally accepted that he is Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky said that. Of course I did. Just tested.
I saw them.
Tested.
Taped them. They went round Blackfriars gathering up the homeless like
Oh,
a
so
child
Ricky
catcher.
is like a
They must have took 4 dozen.
maybe a freedom fighter against Cybers.
called International.
Leaves me what?
The number 1. Top of the list.
And he's in charge.
London's most.
You're a fine businessman, John, but you're not God. I'm really very sorry.
Gotta
but
go
I
crack
think
that
we should
code that the
end it
bats were
there.
doing.
Oh, no, not at all, sir. No, it's just, well, it's irresistible.
Then resist. Start the upgrade.
That's not what irresistible
Do we give
means. Come on.
Governed by great.
Give us track number 90.
Well, that's gonna be stuck in my head. Oh my gosh! Whoa!
Who do you want to be?
They're servers. That's one way of getting in. Yeah, that's Oh, you dick. Oh, that's hilarious, though. Oh my gosh, freaking show them already. Dang it! I know they're waiting on a big reveal. But just do it already.
Target number 1 is looming, and we
Interesting that this is the only doppelganger they're running into. Because there's no Rose, I'm assuming there's no Doctor.
I moved out last month. But we're going to keep it quiet, you know, it's bad for business.
That's why I'm telling this random drink girl.
Why am I telling you all this? We haven't met before, have we? Stevie, how's things? How's it going at Torchwood?
Torchwood! Quit name-dropping friggin' Torchwood. Dang it.
You know, bit of a jack lad, I suppose, even if he has got money, but he's a good bloke.
This is interesting.
Than most.
It's not really a perfect alternate universe.
It's worth a second chance.
They don't really love each other anymore.
Are you commenting? You're nothing but stuff. You're just the serving girl, for God's sake. And you are certainly not getting paid. Don't you dare talk to me.
I mean, both conversations can't go well, but... Oh my gosh. It's time.
Step into cyberspace.
Cyber.
He recognizes them. Give me my reveal. Give it to me! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
It's happening again.
Again?
What do you mean?
I've seen them before.
Yes.
What are they?
Cybermen.
Oh my gosh. God, it's like the Daleks grew legs. Man, look at these things. That's so cool.
Mr. Luke, what happens then?
You will be deleted.
And there goes him. Give him credit, he was really cool. Man, these things are crazy. Oh god, and there's more of them. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
That's not me. That's like the other one.
Oh, as if things weren't bad enough. There's two Mickeys.
It's Ricky. But there's more of them.
Oh my gosh. There's so many of them.
Put the guns down. We surrender! Hands up!
Surrendering.
Or we surrender.
You are incompatible.
Why?
But this is a surrender.
You will be deleted. Man will be reborn as Cyberman, but you will perish under maximum deletion. Delete, 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 delete.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured as much. Man. Alright, I could totally tell. I could totally tell when... It's like, we went through so much of the episode without the reveal of the Cybermen. I immediately knew this was going to be a two-parter, which great, because that was freaking awesome. So, I actually have notes written down. I bring that up, just before recording this video, I recorded Stranger Things, and I didn't take any notes for that episode. So that would have been episode 4, so I made sure to write notes for this episode. Alright, so I wrote down multiverse/alternate timeline. It doesn't seem to be an alternate timeline, it just seems to be the multiverse theory, which, hey, we just introduced the multiverse randomly in this episode, so that's interesting. I didn't know we were gonna get sort of the multiverse in this. And we've got the doppelgangers of Pete, Jackie, and Mickey. No one else, really. It'd be interesting if we found other doppelgangers next episode, or maybe in a future episode we'll come back to this Earth or a different universe and find other doppelgangers, so that'll be interesting. Yeah. I wrote down the Doctor's powers. I don't know, why did I write this down specifically? Oh, that's right, because of the little power cell, they needed energy from their universe in order to power it. So the Doctor just, like, breathed on it, and it worked. So, what are his powers? I'm so confused. I swear almost every episode they're pulling out a new power for this guy. Last episode we had the mind meld and stuff like that. But yeah. So I am just... I don't know, like I feel like I need to start making a list of like all the Doctor's powers and just see how much it keeps growing throughout the series. So that was really interesting. I wrote down Mickey and Rose because I was totally on the Doctor's side when he was pretty much just mad at them for, you know, going off and not listening to him. Especially, like in the last episode, when he came back and he was like, Rose, Mickey, every time, I always tell them, don't wander off, and that's the first thing they do. So, here it just seemed like too much. Like, and I get we had to do that in order to progress the plot, basically. But, I don't know, I was totally on the Doctor's side when they started running off. So, the last thing I wrote down was Cybermen equals Daleks. Now, obviously I think they're two different things, but they seem to be pretty similar in design, I guess. The Cybermen are basically, from what I've seen in this episode, are these things that have a little bit of some sort of base living organism inside this metal robotic shell, basically, this mechanical shell. And they've wiped away all emotions because they are unnecessary, basically. Or at least in the Cybermen's case, the doctor said they wiped out all emotions because it's too painful. And they are basically trying to either eliminate everyone, or in this case, they're trying to upgrade everyone into being them, because they believe they're the superior race, and they go around killing people and saying delete, delete, delete. And I was sitting there thinking, like, wow, this is very, very similar to the Daleks. But they are different enough that this is still interesting. Especially because with a Dalek, I don't know, the Daleks, the Doctor never surrendered. But here, the Doctor pretty much knew he had to surrender in order to survive. Like, he couldn't do anything. Whereas with a Dalek, I don't know, it seemed different. He didn't want to surrender. So I'm interested to see where we're going with that. And the fact that they don't want to just destroy all life that's not Cybermen, but they want to upgrade humanity into becoming them, basically. That's really interesting, and that is a good distinction from the Daleks. So yeah, but they are pretty similar, so hey, maybe in the next episode, because we really didn't get that much of them here in this episode, so I guess maybe next episode we can start seeing some more interesting distinctions between them and the Daleks. Because right now, from what I've seen, they are very, very similar with some clear distinctions. But they're really similar. But they're cool. I really like them. Even if they're very similar to the Daleks, I'm kind of fine with that, because the Daleks are pretty cool anyway. And these guys seem pretty cool. I really like the design. And yeah, I think that's basically it. This was a really good, really fun episode, and I can't wait to see where we go next time for our next two-parter. I guess this is the first two-parter of Series 2, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, that is pretty much it. I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, if you want to watch more of my videos, I've got the full playlist for my reactions to Doctor Who down here. I've also got some other videos that you can check out over here, plus the subscribe button. Oh god, excuse me, jeez. And you can also follow me on social media, link below in the description. Thanks for watching, sorry about that.